Hey, Jim Wolf here with dating advice for men who love women. So should you tell a woman how you feel? I see the situation play out in TV shows and movies all the time. The main character likes a girl or he's in love with a girl, and usually he's known her for a long time at school or the office or something like that. And his friends eventually figure out that he likes her, and they realize that he's afraid to make a move with her. And they also know that he's a great guy who deserves to be happy, and they want to be helpful to him. So eventually one of his friends says, "You have to tell her how you feel." And then he does. And at that point, she's almost always really glad that he finally said something. He generally gets the girl, and they live happily ever after together. Now, honestly, I wish it worked that way in real life, and I wish it was that easy for us. However, the only time that strategy works is in a TV show or a movie. In real life, you should not tell her how you feel. In real life, you should not tell her how you feel. So what should you do instead? You show her how you feel by attracting her properly. You want to show her how you feel by attracting her properly. Now, when you show her how you feel by attracting her properly, instead of telling her how you feel, you're still communicating your interest in her. You're just doing it in an attractive way that she actually responds to positively in real life, instead of just flapping your gums. And here's the thing. When you tell her how you feel, you're actually trying to get something from her. You want her to tell you that she likes you too, and then take the lead for you. That's actually what you're doing if you do this. And then when you show her how you feel by attracting her properly instead, you're actually giving something to her by leading. And when you give freely instead of trying to get something, you get much better results. Now here's the thing. In order to show her how you feel by attracting her properly instead of telling her how you feel, you have to be okay with it if she ends up not being interested in you, and just go for it. And then you have to go for it in an attractive way to get the results that you want. So when you start talking to her, when you start a conversation with her, you show her that you think she's at least somewhat interesting. That's how you start the process of showing your interest in an attractive way versus telling her how you feel. So starting a conversation with her is the first step. And then when you give her a little more positive body language, which means that you point a little bit more of your body in her direction, as she earns it by laughing at your jokes, talking to you, answering your open-ended questions, and participating in the conversation with you, you show her that you're starting to like her more and that she's earning your attention. So that's the next step. And then when you ask her for her phone number, you show her that you want to get to know her more and that you want to see her again. And then, of course, when you ask her to meet up with you, you show her that you like her. And when you go for the kiss, you show her that you really like her. So show her, don't tell her. And this can go the other way too, because you have to show her how you feel in an attractive way. For example, when you show up with flowers on the first date, you show her that you're too interested in her too soon without even knowing her that well yet. So save the flowers for after she's already your girlfriend and after she's already in love with you, because giving her flowers randomly after she's already your official girlfriend and she's already in love with you is giving her something. And it usually feels really good to her. However, buying her flowers before she's your girlfriend and before she's in love with you is trying to get something from her, for example, to get her to like you more or to fall in love with you. And sometimes it makes her a little sick to her stomach because she knows it's an attempt to get something from her, even though that's not how you mean it. So instead of telling her how you feel, ask yourself, how can I show her how I feel so that she gets the message without me having to say anything directly? And then ask yourself a follow-up question. How can I show her in an attractive way that's appropriate for the situation? And of course, a perfect way to start answering that question is to go check out the advanced free training at datingadviceformenwholovewomen.com if you haven't done that already. You want her to come to the conclusion, I think this guy likes me a lot, all on her own without you ever having to say anything. And you also want her to come to the conclusion, I really like this guy, all on her own at the same time. You want to let her figure it out on her own. That way it's her idea to be with you. And if it's her idea to be with you, she can't possibly want to leave you at the same time. So again, don't tell her how you feel. Instead, start a conversation with her. Ask her for her number. Ask her to meet up with you. Have a great time with her when you hang out with her. Banter with her, tease her, challenge her, and qualify her. And go for a kiss by the end of your second date with her, and then wait a few days after each date, and then ask her to hang out with you on a specific day at a specific time again. Then just repeat that process until she says something like, "Hey, where's this relationship headed?" or something like that. And then at that point, you can decide if you want to be her boyfriend or not. And by the way, that process usually takes about 2 to 3 months of you just continuing to ask her out and having a great time with her on your dates and kissing her, etc. Or, like we talked about before, it is possible that she's not interested in you. And it's very important for you to be okay with that so that you can move forward confidently with the next woman that you're interested in. So you just want to repeat the process of showing your interest in her in an attractive way, as we just talked about, until she declines one of your offers. For example, she doesn't give you her number, she never replies to your text, or she declines your date invitation, etc. And then, in that case, just move on to one of the other 3.5 billion amazing potential soulmates out there. That's how you do it. Make sense? Excellent. Now, we have some free gifts for you as a thank you for listening to this presentation, and you could get that advanced free training by going to datingadviceformenwholovewomen.com. That's datingadviceformenwholovewomen.com. And if you're really ambitious, go grab your copy of the best-selling Attract and Keep Her system right now. Inside the Attract and Keep Her system, you'll discover how to attract a devoted girlfriend or wife and how to keep her in love so you don't have to worry about getting dumped or divorced ever again. And you'll also learn how to build an awesome, fulfilling relationship with her that keeps both of you happy. So I encourage you to end your pain and confusion about women forever. Go grab your copy of Attract and Keep Her right now. Just go to attractandkeepher.com/system. That's attractandkeepher.com/system. I'm Jim Wolf with Dating Advice for Men Who Love Women, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers.